Hey, Isabel. Before I tell you every single time, you paid the bill, right?
Hello, Nancy. Bill? What are you talking about?
Don't be silly. I left the credit card bill at the entrance so that you can notice.
Yes. You left an envelope. Don't worry, I didn't open it.
Oh God, you wasted my thoughtfulness, and what, are you trying to harass your mother-in-law?
Huh? Harassing you? What kind of thoughtfulness was it? The envelope was under your name. I would look at it if it was addressed to me or Sean, but I would never look at an envelope addressed to you.
I put it where you could see on purpose. It's your job to read my intentions. I'm trying to let you know in a roundabout way to express how much I care about you, but you're not a good wife if you ignore that kindness. You don't understand unless I tell you straight out. Anyway, please transfer $1,000 in my bank account as soon as possible.
$1,000? Nancy, what did you spend that much amount on?
I went out for a French course dinner with Sean and John, my two lovely sons. And I also bought some new clothes, so that's a total payment of $1,000.
Huh? I haven't heard anything from Sean. Not my business.
I thought I should give Sean a gift for quitting job and John for getting a job. It's a celebration for my beloved sons. I'm sure he didn't tell you out of concern for you. He must be scared of you. If you want to be a good wife, just shut up and transfer $1,000.
It's not like I wanted you to ask me out too, but this is too much. I mean, this is such a waste of money and we have our lives to live. I can't pay you.
Well, what a heartless person. You don't do any housework or take care of Sean, and you dare to stand up against your family. Why did he marry such a hopeless person like you?
Excuse me, I do housework like cleaning and laundry. I can't cook dinner because of work, but I cook meals for a week on the weekends.
Shut up. Don't make excuses like that and admit what I say. Meals? Oh, that disgusting looking object. Are you asking me to eat that thing? You've got to be kidding me.
Nancy, that's too much. I have to work every day and do housework on my days off, and I'm doing the best as I can to cook meals. If you don't like it that much, I'd appreciate it if you could cook for us once in a while since you don't have a job.
Well, you want a mother-in-law to cook for you. You should know who I am. You're so brazen, you dare to use me? You're a truck driver, aren't you? Is it because you work with men that you have such a big attitude? You're a truck driver woman, but you're not good enough. You're not strong enough. How can you work?
Nancy, that's old-fashioned. These days, my company has a lot of female staff, and they do less physical work. By the way, I heard that John got a job at a transportation company.
Oh, you knew. He got a job at Shooting Star Transportation, a famous local company. It's different from the low-class transportation companies where an incompetent people like you would work.
No matter how useless I am, it doesn't mean that the company is also low-class.
You're really a person who never stops talking. You are a useless and incompetent wife, that's all. Just shut up and listen to me. Anyway, transfer $1,000 to my account as soon as possible. Also, I have to eat delivery food every night because of your tasteless leftovers. Make sure you transfer an additional $500, understand? I mean, that's not enough, not even close.
That's more than what we pay for our own food. We can't afford that much. It's the money you guys spend, so please pay by yourselves.
I'm giving you a chance to be a good wife because you're useless, so why don't you thank me? If you can't even do that, then I can't help you anymore. If you despise the feelings of family, I will ask you to leave this house.
I'll talk to Sean about it.
What's the point? Even if you talk to that boy, my orders are absolute. Even he will agree with me. I'm in a hurry too. If you haven't made the transfer by tomorrow, be prepared. I'll punish you severely.
Hey, Sean, can I talk to you about something?
What is it?
Your mother wants me to pay her $1,500 of her credit card bill and the food expense.
What? $1,500? But no choice if Mom said so.
It's $1,500. She doesn't even work, and I can't believe she's spent that much. And why didn't you tell me that you went to a French restaurant with her and John?
Oh, I forgot. She treated me since I quit my job.
She is so rude. Why don't you say anything to her? She's your mother. I'm the one who gets told off. You know how hard she treats me, how much she punishes me around.
Well, yes.
Your wife is having a hard time and you never tell her. When I heard she was throwing away my meals, I was speechless.
I'm sure she didn't mean to. Mom says no, and I can't help it. She's getting old, and you'll be safe as long as you listen to her and don't make a big deal out of it.
I do my job, I do the housework, I'm tired, but I'm still trying my best to take care of the house. She tells me I'm incompetent even though I do my best. Your mother treats me like a slave.
That's an exaggeration. Mom is just a little bit, well, outspoken.
I don't even have my husband on my side. I don't know if I can take it anymore. I'm hurt.
Don't say that. Just hang in there.
Enough. It's not worth talking to you.
Isabel, did you transfer the $1,500?
I didn't. I clearly told you that I can't, so you have to do something about it yourself.
You are so stubborn, aren't you? What do you think you are doing after I told you so clearly yesterday that even you, an incompetent person, could understand? Just by transferring $1,500, I will forgive you for your selfish behavior up to now.
$1,500 is a lot of money, and not for a necessary expense, but for a luxury expense. I can't pay it. Aren't you the one who is acting selfishly?
That's quite a thing to say, isn't it? You really are a useless wife. You got some nerve to go against me. Don't you understand? As I have told you many times, my orders are absolute.
Yesterday I told Sean that you demanded the payment of $1,500.
He told me too. I heard that you said I treat you like a slave. Even though you were incompetent, were you aware that you were a slave? That made me laugh. But a slave means absolute obedience. You are not conscious enough to be a slave if you resist me.
I don't like that kind of treatment. I am not your slave. He even told that to you? I can't believe it.
Of course, he's my precious son. He's a good boy who listens to everything his mother says. Of course, John too. They are the sons who never hide anything from me because of the way I raise them. My sons are perfect, unlike some incompetent trash wife who can't even be a slave.
I'm sorry for making meals for the whole week at once, but as you know, I'm working. When I married him, both of you and he agreed to it.
Even if I could forgive you for making the food for the whole week, I didn't think you were this incompetent wife who wouldn't even listen to her mother-in-law. He was completely fooled, and so am I. I guess I'll have to ask for a divorce.
What? Why would you do that?
You are a woman, but you work in the transportation business, and you are a wife, but you can't even listen to your mother-in-law's orders. You are so pathetic. I feel sorry for my son. I'll tell him to leave this trash right away. He's too good for you. He's going to get a well-class, good-natured wife who is kind to me.
If you asked him to get divorced, would he listen to you right away? We love each other, you know.
You're an idiot. I'm sure he wants to get divorced too. He said he doesn't want a strong-willed wife like you who would disobey his mother.
Oh no, I've lost hope to both of you.
Say whatever you want. A trashy wife like you will never get married, work for a transportation company for the rest of your life. I'll have him write the divorce papers as soon as possible, so you better respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Well then, I don't even want to see your face, so I want you to pack up your things and leave today. Don't ever step into our house again. It's like the air is polluted when you're in my house.
I understand. I will never have anything to do with you and your family again.
Hey, Isabel, what is going on? Can you explain? Is it true that Sean was fired from the company?
What is it? It seems like you're really in a panic. We are divorced, so I am a stranger to you. But well, let me tell you, it's true. You didn't know?
That can't be true, because he said he left that company to change jobs.
I heard that he was negligent and absent without permission, and turned on his boss who warned him about it. It seems that kind of repeated attitude went too far.
That's right. He's being sued in civil court by a woman who seems to be the victim. He actually did that? He never said a word about it to me. Oh no. Isabel, I want you to get back with him and pay the settlement. You still have feelings for him, don't you? I can't take care of him because John's going to make a lot of money. I don't want a son who did such a shameful thing.
Is Sean the only one you don't want? You don't know anything. From what I've heard, he also did sexual harassment to female colleagues at the company, and that's probably one of the reasons.
Huh?
It seems he caused an accident because of DUI while on duty and were fired from his previous transportation company. He hid the fact and didn't report it to the company that offered him the job, even though his license was suspended. It's outrageous that he would mispresent his employment status, and even more outrageous that he would DUI while on duty.
That's not true. A serious John would never do such a thing.
If you don't believe me, why don't you ask himself? I mean, I'm not sure when you will be able to talk to him. I don't think he will be at your house.
What do you mean?
I heard that Shooting Star Transportation reported for false declaration and concealment. He is accompanied by the police on suspicion of fraud and is now in custody at the police station.
What? What do you mean? That can't be. He's not at home and he's not answering the phone. Isabel, who are you? Are you stalking him? How do you know his history?
Stalking? No way, he's not even worth it. Actually, it's because I'm the president of Shooting Star Transportation.
Huh? What?
I was at an important business meeting when he was having an interview for the job, so I didn't notice because I didn't see him.
That's a lie. An incompetent person like you can't possibly be the president. I won't allow you to try to trick me. I will sue you.
If you don't trust me, why don't you see our website? Even John should have at least checked the president of the company he went to interview with. It is listed at the top of the page with my real name and photo. Well, I'm a professional myself, so I wouldn't have hired someone like him anyway.
Oh, it is true. What a surprise.
Do you understand now? Thank you for being so surprised that you lost your words. He also applied for the job without knowing that I am the president of Shooting Star Transportation. I inspected his license number and found out that his license was suspended. I checked with his former employer and found out that he had an accident due to DUI while on duty. Furthermore, they told me that he had damaged the company truck, was fired, and had been ordered to pay compensation.
I do not believe it. I won't believe it. It's a lie. It has to be a lie. I don't believe that my great boy was fired for DUI.
Do you know DUI is a criminal offense, regardless how many times he has done it? Did he have any money? Where did he get the money to pay the fine?
Huh? The fine? He needed $10,000 to get into a company, so I borrowed it from payday loan. Don't tell me he used that money to pay for the DUI fine.
It seems I was right. What is going to happen to John? Because of the fraud, will he be put into jail? If he gets a criminal record, it will be hard for him to get another job.
Oh no, Sean is also being sued and even John is being arrested.
Those brothers are shit. They're doing the same thing. I'm so glad I got divorced before I got involved. Thank you.
Hey, Isabel, you're the president of Shooting Stars, right? You have power, right? Since we once had a relationship, could you get John hired and keep quiet about the violations and suspensions? You must make a lot of money if you're the president, right? You can cover the necessary expenses for me and my 2 sons.
No, think about it. It was me, the president, who made the decision to turn him down, right? There is no way I would hire him. I cannot live forever with a devilish mother-in-law who treats me like a slave and mommy boy sons who cannot support their wives.
Let's start over, please. Don't say it like that. I'll be nice to you and I won't call you incompetent. If the president of Shooting Star Transportation is a relative of mine, I'd be proud of myself.
I'm sorry, but I politely decline. You were proud of your sons, weren't you? Do your best to clean up your scum brother's mess. I have nothing to do with this. Goodbye. Please don't contact me again. I'm busy.
Oh no, wait a minute. Isabel, help us.
John, who had his job offer turned down, was charged with fraud for filing a false report to Shooting Star Transportation. He was also found to have been driving without a license during the period of suspension. My ex-husband settled with the victim of sexual harassment, and fortunately the lawsuit was discharged. The settlement was $10,000. He had no such savings. He cried out to his mother for help, and she started to borrow money from payday loan. She was forced to repay about $20,000 in debts and pay off a truck worth few $1,000s. Isabel and Sean moved to a public housing and are living while working and paying back the tremendous amount of money. On the other hand, my recent situation is that Shooting Star Transportation is a company where a lot of women work, and the fine service we provide has become famous, and it has even been featured in a magazine. As a female president, I am also working hard to make the company bigger and bigger by doing my best. Of course, I am also improving myself and looking for a new love.
Hey sis! My bags and accessories! Why is it in your room? Huh? I didn't know where it was, so I searched your room. That it was hidden in the back of your closet. Wait a minute. I don't know about that. Then why is my stuff in your room? I don't remember lending it to you. I really don't know. Wait until I get back. I have to see for myself. Wait! That floral dress is also mine! Huh? Wait, the dress? The one with the blue flowers? Yes, it's mine. My boyfriend gave it to me. What the fuck? You mean Alvin, right? He was my boyfriend, but you took him. No. So the dress was supposed to be mine, but you took Alvin. No, I didn't do that. You're gonna have to return everything. I didn't take anything. Mom and Dad are mad too. They said they can't live with a criminal. Bianca, that's what you wanted. What? I just want you to regret your choice as a thief. But you don't seem to own up to it. You're a criminal, a thief. I'll let you in the house tonight to prep. But you have to leave tomorrow morning. I guess nobody is on my side. Of course, our parents are on my side. We can't live with a criminal, so you're on your own. Alvin, are you free?
What's up, Johanna?
My parents kicked me out.
Huh? What happened?
They think I stole from my sister. They said I also stole you from my sister. The dress you gave me, my sister thinks it was for her and I stole it.
What? I've always been with you. I gave the dress to you. I've only met your sister a few times.
My parents only believe in Bianca.
Oh, right. Actually, Bianca asked me once to date her instead of you.
What?
I obviously said no. So maybe that got worse? If so, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I was going to leave anyways. They think I'm a thief, but now I don't have to be near them. So I actually feel pretty good.
I see.
I'm going to stay at a hotel for a while and find a place to live.
Johanna, why don't you ask me for help?
Alvin?
Let's live together.
What?
I've been thinking about it. I knew you couldn't leave your house because you had memories with your grandfather who you loved. So I wasn't sure when to ask you. But I knew I was going to. Please live with me. And if possible, I want to marry you.
Alvin!
I know you don't like high places like my condo, so I've been looking at houses regularly so I could move anytime. So, how about it?
Thank you, Alvin. That's amazing. And hope to spend many more years with you.
Oh, yay. Let's get moving then. If there's anywhere you want to check out, let's do that too. I'll contact the houses I've been looking at so we can have a look.
Thank you.
We're gonna be busy.
Sis, are you still up here? Hurry up and pack up. I'm packed, so I'll leave. Oh, you're really done. I was going to mock you for being so slow. Whatever.
I don't have much stuff anyways. I'll pack it in my car and leave.
I don't care as long as you leave. Your closet is going to be mine.
Okay, I don't want any of the stuff I'm leaving, so feel free to use it.
I will anyways. So sad you're being kicked out without any love.
I think that might be better.
What? Are you trying to play it cool? Whatever. It's the best for a criminal like you. You're not our family anymore. Bye. Missed call. Missed call. Hey, sis. Why is Alvin gone?
Huh? Bianca? I thought we aren't family anymore.
I don't care. He's gone from that condo. What's going on?
You went to his condo?
Why wouldn't I go to my boyfriend's house?
He said he rejected you.
But since you're a criminal and out of the picture, he's mine.
That's not how relationships work.
So, where is he?
We moved in together.
What?
It was because of the contract. But also since I don't like high places, he moved for me.
What the fuck? He knows you're a criminal.
Oh, right. You texted him about that.
Of course. And he said he understands.
He understood about me leaving, not about me being a criminal or dating you.
What the fuck? I told him about you stealing from me.
You sent him a picture of the necklace I stole, right?
So what?
That necklace is specially made with his and my name.
What?
It's pretty small, but my name is on it. Which means it's the only one.
Seriously?
So it's proof that you stole from me. He would have believed me anyways.
No way!
The necklace and the dress. Hand it over to Auntie.
No!
My name is on it, so you can't use it. And the dress is too small for you.
What? Why is this happening? Missed call. Missed call. Sis! Hey! How much do you make?
What? You texted me after 3 months and you asked me that?
Our parents' house was rented.
What? Yes, from 2 years ago.
What?
You didn't know?
What? The house was Grandpa's and is now Dad's.
But Grandpa died 2 years ago, so the house was passed on to Auntie.
So she's renting the house to us?
Yes.
Why? It's obvious that Dad gets the house since he's the eldest son.
I don't know much, but Dad used to have a lot of debt when he was younger. And Grandpa said he would pay it for him, but not much would be passed on after his death.
What?
So that's why the property is Auntie's, but they didn't want to move. So they are paying rent to Auntie.
About the rent. How much is your income?
Why are you asking me that?
We can't pay the rent with Dad's income.
I think Auntie doesn't charge us much.
But it's $1,200 a month.
Considering the place and size, it would usually be about $2,000. She's being very generous.
But Mom and Dad said they can't pay.
I guess so, because I paid $900 out of the $1,200.
What?
Since I don't live there, Dad has to pay for it all. But I don't think his income is that good.
Really?
The company he worked at went out of business 3 years ago, so he switched companies. And his income is about $1,000 less than before.
So much!
So I've been paying it.
So, how much do you make?
Well, 2 times more than Dad.
What? Then keep paying for the rent.
Why?
You have to help the family.
Oh, you kicked me out saying I was a thief. You demanded I don't call you guys my family.
I'll take it back. We haven't paid rent in 3 months, so we have to pay it by next month or we're being kicked out. I'll let you come back, so pay the rent. Mom and Dad said you have to pay the rent in full from now on.
No.
Why? I'm saying you can come back.
I don't need your forgiveness.
What?
Or are you going to tell Mom and Dad the truth? About you stealing from me?
Well,
even if you do so, I'm not going back.
Why?
Alvin and I got married.
What?
So he's my family and I'm not going back.
Wait! Then you can just send us money. About $2,000 per month.
Bianca, are you still jobless?
Me?
Doesn't Mom work? I think you should start there. It's embarrassing to ask others for help before you even try.
How dare you!
I can't just let you be like this. I'm not going to help you.
No way!
Bye. I didn't know what my parents were thinking about kicking me out since I paid most of the rent. A few days later, Mom texted me saying I had to pay the rent. She was mad. I'm tired of this, so I changed my number. They weren't able to pay the rent, so they moved to a cheap apartment. But Mom and Sis still don't work. Dad got tired and filed for divorce and left. But they still don't work. Our relatives got pissed and forced them to work at a place with housing. But they don't work, so they are probably going to be kicked out soon.